Okay, it is Operation Close Up the Gap time. I am just arriving at my next orthodontist appointment and I could not be more excited because honestly, my tongue has like a full-time job decided that it decides it needs to be doing this all the time and it's driving me nuts. Now I'm gonna have an upper retainer on there to close the gap and that will keep my tongue from getting into my gap business. This is so exciting. I wish that my gap was gonna be closed up sooner. It's going to take like 5 months, I think he said, but better late than never. And I actually have my tongue tie appointment on the books. I have a ways to go in the journey, but I am making serious progress. So let's go inside with my orthodontist and let's get an update. I'm going to take you with me so we can get my upper aligner on together. Here we go. I arrived. 2 flights of stairs, but here we are. Okay, this is cute. Does your orthodontist have an ice cream freezer like mine does? Seriously, how fun is this? This makes you want to go to the orthodontist. I don't actually eat the ice cream, but they do have these fresh baked cookies. I don't eat those either, but my daughters and their boyfriends love these cookies, so I always make sure to bring some home after my appointment. This is where I'm going to be sitting today for my upper aligners. All right, I'm with Melissa today, and she's going to be doing my upper aligners and putting my tags on. So I'm going to have her tell you what exactly she'll be doing and how she'll do it. This is Melissa. Okay.
We're going to just keep our currently. So today we are adding attachments. She'll be getting 3 attachments on the upper right side, 3 attachments on the upper left side, and then as I click play, you can kind of see that space get smaller.
Oh, very cool. And what are the tags for? Like, why are you putting those on there?
Little attachments, that's what helps us, how do I say
It make the movement better? I mean,
yeah, it just like really holds onto your teeth and brings them closer together.
So it helps the aligner stay connected to your teeth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay.
Because like when you have braces, you have the bracket and the wire. Essentially, that's the wire.
Yeah, you want to explain that? Just
so the attachments is what helps us with the big movements.
So instead of, if you didn't have those, you could have retainers on, but they wouldn't move maybe necessarily as evenly or as expediently.
As fast, yeah, as faster. So we put attachments on first on those 2 front teeth so we can get that space closed.
Right, and Dr. Manuele mentioned too that sometimes the top teeth can tip a little bit, and that helps with it not being so tipped, having the hooks on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how cool. Okay. What are the little tags made of? Are
They're
they
just
like
made out of composite. They're just glue.
So
Like
that's
tooth-colored glue material.
okay? Yeah, so I have those currently on my lower teeth. So that's all it is. Okay.
Yeah. So
You harden it with a light.
Yeah. So we'll shine a blue light over it that makes the glue turn hard.
Okay.
And essentially they're kind of invisible. Like they're not noticeable in the mouth.
Got it. My lips are free. Now we just have to polish and get my aligners on. You guys can't even see that, can you? Can't even see them, which is good. Now that's what I call getting up close and personal in my teeth business. Look at it, it's so cool. You can't even see them. Can you see? I can't. I'm happy. And now the man of the hour, the man we all love, Dr. Manuele. Okay, let me put the camera to him. He's going to give you a rundown of what we just did and what's to come. So tell us, what did we do today? What's the plan?
Okay, so all of the attachments are on, so we're starting with your full-time clear aligners. We have 10 of them in this set. That's going to help close up the gap between the front. Once that's done, we will be rescanning your teeth and getting basically a scan for your final aligners so that we can get all the spaces closed. So right now, as you go through, you're going to be seeing primarily that front space closed, the arch forms start to coordinate again, and then you might have some space open up in the back as we're closing the space because we don't want to pull everything back. We want to keep the teeth and the bite forward. And then once the space in the front closes, then we'll close the space in the back.
When you say there's 10 sets, does that mean you're thinking that there's like every 2 weeks approximately that I will change into a new set?
Correct. We're going to start on every 2 weeks. Now, some patients, depending on how well they wear them and how their teeth respond, they can shorten that interval. So we'll start at 2 weeks, and then sometimes we'll go to 10 days, and then I've had some patients even go all the way down to 7 days. So we're going to be monitoring it as we go. And as we kind of get to see how the response goes to having the space closed, then we'll see if we can drop it down from 2 weeks to a shorter time frame.
After those 10 weeks are done, after the 10 trays are done, then where should my teeth ideally be at that point?
Your bite's going to feel really good. The space is going to be closed or almost completely closed in the front. You will have some spaces in the back, and again, that's kind of helping to make sure that those back teeth, the front teeth don't just come back while we're closing the space. We want to keep those forward where they are. And then we'll reevaluate from that point to close up the rest of the spaces and get the bite finally, like the final alignment of the bite done.
And then once that's done, and I have my tongue tie, which I haven't shared with the audience yet, my followers, that I'm getting that done on July 30th, and we'll talk about that in another video. But once that's done and this is closed, I know that originally we said like 19 to 23 months for the whole process. Once we get through the 10 trays and I've had the tongue tie, is it more of wearing like a tray for a longer period of time after that?
Correct. It's going to be wearing the aligners until all the details of the bite are worked out, essentially. And so, yeah.
Okay, and then when I'm all done with that, am I going to be wearing something to keep it where it is forever?
Retainers at night.
Retainers at night?
That's correct.
And then if I need or choose to do like a sleep kind of liner thing at night, would that be something that I could wear as well as or instead of at night?
Typically, it will take the place of your retainers. So if you have some type of a sleep appliance or rescue appliance, something like that, then you can wear that in place of your retainers. Typically, they're designed in a way that they'll keep the teeth straight also.
Okay, so I guess my last question is, going through the process so far, tell me, are you pleased with everything that's going on with me and my experience? Is everything you expected, better than, less than?
No, it's been really, really good. I mean, if anything, you're on track, if not a little bit ahead of schedule, so things have been progressing really, really well.
Awesome, thank you.
You're welcome. But my guess is that you probably will speak better with it.
Okay, we are back in the car, and I'm so happy. Look, you guys, look. See, I've got my liner on, and you know what, honestly? I think I can talk better now. I'm getting kind of air bubbles in the top because of the gap into the aligners, but overall, I think this is, see, I am getting air bubbles, but that's okay. I'm so happy. And you know what else I have to say? I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. My orthodontist, Dr. Manuele, has to be the most incredible dentist I have ever experienced. His bedside manner is extraordinary. The freaking kindest, gentlest dentist I've ever known. And he's so wicked smart, he's adorable, and he's kind. Yeah. Okay, so I am off to the races. We're gonna close this gap, we're gonna get the tongue tie released, and I'm a happy girl. And guess what else? The best part, my tongue, it can't stick itself into that gap anymore, and that feels really nice because I was exhausted. My tongue was making me exhausted by doing that. Okay, I'm gonna go now. All right, thank you for joining the tongue tie journey, and see you for the next update because I'm going to give you the biggest update of all. So stay tuned.